Hard water has a way of showing up everywhere. Chalky rings in the kettle, spots that never quite wipe off the shower glass, soap that feels like it's fighting you, and towels that come out of the wash stiff instead of cozy. The tricky part is that best water softener system depends on how your home actually uses water. How many bathrooms you run at once, whether you care more about true softening or low-maintenance conditioning, and how much you want the system to think for you. In this video, you'll get a clear feel for what each option is like to live with, how it handles daily demand, how hands-on it feels, and what kind of routine it brings into your week, with clear water softener reviews you can actually use. And if you want to compare for yourself, I've put links to the lowest price I've found right now for each water softener in the description box below. Starting with one of the best water softener systems in this roundup, the Crystal Quest Whole House Water Softener with pre-post filtration is ideal if you want softening and extra cleanup wrapped into one whole home setup. You're getting a sediment pre-filter up front, so sand, rust, and debris get caught before they can beat up the valve, the resin, or the downstream filters. Then there's a carbon block post filter after the softening stage, which, in addition to giving your water a final polish before it heads through the house, also removes volatile organic compounds, insecticides, pesticides, and industrial solvents. In day-to-day use, that means you're not just easing hardness issues on fixtures and appliances. You also get water that's much healthier to drink, bathe in, and cook with. The heart of the system is the softening resin bed, and Crystal Quest gives you two size options here, 1.5 or 2 cubic feet. That translates to 45,000 or 60,000 grains of capacity, so you can choose a smaller setup for a more modest home, or step up if you have a higher water usage. Service flow is 9 to 11 gallons per minute on the 1.5 cubic foot version and 10 to 13 gallons per minute on the 2 cubic foot version. So you're working with flow that makes sense for real whole house use, rather than a token trickle. What stands out with this top water softener in terms of ease of use and automation is the controls. The system uses a 5,600 electronic control valve, and the base softener comes with timed regeneration, so the unit handles its cleaning cycle automatically instead of waiting for you to think about it. The brine tank is roughly 18 by 33 inches and holds about 36 gallons, so you've got a proper salt reservoir rather than something tiny that feels like a constant chore. In practice, that means you settle into a routine of checking the salt periodically instead of hovering over the system. Ownership is pretty straightforward once it's in place. You just need to inspect the brine tank about once a month, keep the salt around 3/4 full, and give the brine tank a good clean about once a year, so the routine is predictable and easy to remember. The pre- and post-filter cartridges are typically swapped in the 12 to 18-month range, which means you're not constantly opening housings. While the base model is already leaps ahead of most water softeners, Crystal Quest also offers optional upgrades like a UV water sterilizer, an oxidation system, and a leak detector, so you can really see why it's one of the most recommended water softener systems for those wanting to customize their setup. Quick question, if you're looking at a whole house setup like this, are you more bothered by spots on fixtures or by scale building up in appliances? Drop a comment below because it's really helpful for others to compare what different homes are dealing with. Next up in my best water softener reviews roundup, we're taking a look at the Aquasana SimplySoft water softener, which is built for busy households that don't want to ration water use. You're working with a 40,000 grain or 60,000 grain capacity, depending on the model, which is perfect for larger homes of 5+ people and 4+ bathrooms, so it will always keep up when the house is fully on. The 60,000 grain version is rated for 11.1 gallons per minute with a 16.6 GPM peak, which matters when you run a shower and a sink and still want that steady, comfortable flow. The result is less waiting for the good water and more normal pressure while you move through your day. And with a 43-inch height and a 30 by 15-inch footprint, you can picture pretty quickly whether it fits your mechanical space. This best-rated water softener uses ion exchange to reduce hard water minerals, so the places that scale up first, shower heads, faucets, the inside of your water heater, get a real break. Unlike with cheaper systems, this one is iAtmos certified to NSF and ANSI Standard 44 for the reduction of water hardness and to CSAB 483.1, which gives you a straightforward confidence signal that you're buying a true softener rather than a knockoff. Aquasana lists a max hardness of 200 grains per gallon, so you're never dealing with a system that feels outmatched once hardness levels climb. In real life, that means way less mineral crust on fixtures, much clearer glassware, and significantly less scale building up inside the appliances that use water every day. Where it starts to feel especially daily life friendly is in the efficiency and the salt handling. In metered operation mode, it uses about 50% less salt and 28% less water than standard time-based regenerated softeners, so ownership feels a lot lighter over the long run. If you're after the best water softener for home use that's also easy to maintain, then you'll love that the brine tank stores up to 230 pounds of salt, which means you top it up less often instead of constantly hauling bags. You also get a brine safety valve for overflow protection, so the system adds a little peace of mind to the routine. Day to day, the controls keep things simple without feeling fussy. The LCD shows time, regeneration modes, and gallons remaining, so you can glance at it and know exactly where you stand. Once it's dialed in, it's the kind of softening system that just quietly supports everything you do: laundry, showers, dishes, and morning coffee. Next up, if you're narrowing down the best whole house water softener options, then you'll love the US Water System's Matrixx Smart Metered Water Softener, because it's all about matching the system to how your house actually moves water. You can choose a 10, 15, or 20 gallons per minute service flow rate, with peak flow rates of 12, 17, or 22 gallons per minute depending on the size, so you can size it around your busiest everyone's home moments. It supports 1-inch or 3/4-inch NPT plumbing connections, which keeps the install options flexible for a lot of setups. Similarly, it has a reliable 20 to 100 pounds per square inch pressure range and a 39 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit water temperature range, so it's built to live comfortably in common residential conditions. The control side is a big part of the Matrixx experience. It uses a WQA Gold Seal certified, Bluetooth-enabled smart control valve, and the Legacy View app gives real-time insights into water usage, regeneration cycles, and salt levels. That means you don't have to guess when it last regenerated or wonder if you're running low. You just check your phone. The valve design uses a single internal moving part, which is a straightforward approach that's built for long-term reliability. Material choices matter in a softener because they shape how it holds up over years of use. The Matrixx uses an NSF-approved fiberglass tank with a chrome outer jacket that helps protect against UV damage and condensation, so it's built to look and stay clean in a utility space. Inside, it uses NSF, certified 10% cross-linked resin, chosen for durability and resistance to chlorine and iron degradation. There's also a lifetime warranty on the resin, which helps you feel like you're buying something meant to stay in your home for the long haul. On the salt side, you get a separate brine tank that holds up to 220 pounds, plus an internal float and safety overflow, so refills feel less frequent and more controlled. The programming gives you different operating lanes, including high efficiency, optimal, and maximum settings, so you can tune the system around your priorities. For the smallest model, a high-efficiency setting lists a 3-pound salt setting and 33 gallons of water usage per regeneration, which gives you a clear picture of how tightly you can run it. If you like having real numbers to work with and the option to steer efficiency versus capacity, this one fits that mindset, especially if you're focused on getting the best water softener for the money over the long run. By the way, if app-style monitoring is what you want, what are you trying to fix first? Scale buildup, slippery soap feel, or those stubborn spots on dishes and shower glass? Let me know in the comments, because I'm super curious what specific hard water problems people are having. Now here's where it gets exciting. If you're narrowing down the best home water softener system choices and want a different path entirely, then the Kindwater E2000 is the best salt-free option on the market, and it's really about scale prevention with far less routine upkeep. This is a 2-stage city water system that combines a sediment filter with Kind's eSoft salt-free softening cartridge, so the water gets cleaned up for particles first and then treated for scale behavior second. It works without salt, without wastewater, and without electricity, so you're not dealing with brine tanks, regeneration cycles, or heavy bags in the garage. That makes the whole ownership experience feel much lighter right from the start. Unlike the other top-rated water softener systems in this roundup, which all rely on salt refills, the key treatment method here is TAC, short for template-assisted crystallization. This process converts 88% or more of scale-causing minerals like calcium and magnesium into tiny crystals that won't stick to pipes or appliances. So you're directly targeting the hard water buildup that cakes up fixtures, water heaters, and dishwashers. The other nice part is that the minerals stay in the water, which is why this kind of system avoids the slick, slippery feel some people notice with traditional salt systems. It also helps descale existing hard water buildup over time, so the change isn't only about preventing the next layer. As one of the best home water softener systems, setup is one of the strongest reasons to like this model. The body is compact at 29 inches tall, 15.5 inches wide, and 8 inches deep, and it mounts without taking up floor space, so it's much easier to picture on a wall in a utility area. Unlike with other systems, the one-piece manifold is designed to be leak-proof and works for indoor or outdoor installation, which gives you more flexibility when space is tight. Impressively, the system can also handle 15 gallons per minute and serve up to 5 full bathrooms, which covers 98% of US homes, so you're not choosing the compact option only to end up with a bottleneck. Maintenance on this top-rated water softener system stays refreshingly simple. The sediment stage uses a 5-micron pleated filter that traps up to 95% of particulates, and the oversized 20-inch design keeps flow strong while giving you way more capacity to work with. That filter is washable and reusable, and Kind says the normal replacement window is about 6 to 12 months depending on your water. So the main routine job is basically an occasional cartridge change instead of salt refills and regeneration management. Twist off the housing, swap the cartridge, twist it back on, and you're done in minutes, which is exactly why this one makes sense if you want scale control with a very quiet ownership routine. Finally, if you're looking for the best water softener system for your home, then you'll love the SoftPro Elite HE water softener, because it's built around classic ion exchange with some genuinely thoughtful refinements. It removes calcium, magnesium, and hardness minerals, so you get that familiar soft water payoff in the shower and at the kitchen sink. The system uses a high-efficiency upflow design, which is built to keep softening consistent while dialing back waste. In day-to-day life, that looks like much smoother rinsing, significantly less soap scum buildup, and far fewer crusty mineral reminders around fixtures. Being one of the best water softeners for home use, efficiency is where the Elite really shines. Precision brining pre-makes only 70% of the brine just before regeneration, then calculates the top-up needed to regenerate only the depleted resin, saving up to 30% more salt. Because of that inbuilt efficiency, soft water doesn't have to mean a constant stream of heavy salt bags through your garage. It also refills the brine tank with treated soft water rather than raw hard water, which helps keep the brine tank cleaner over time, especially when you're trying to dial in the best soft water system without babysitting it. The control logic is designed for those real-life days when water use isn't predictable. If total capacity goes below 3%, a short 15-minute quick recharge restores additional capacity so you can keep softening until the regular 2 a.m. regeneration time. For clean city water supplies, an automatic backwash override can skip up to 10 backwash cycles, which saves water when extra cleaning isn't needed. Put together, you get soft water that stays steady through the day with less waste in the background. For ownership, the valve is built to automatically adapt to your household's water patterns, which helps it feel more set it and forget it. Vacation mode pauses regeneration while you're away. And if the water isn't used for 7 days, the system does a quick refresh to help prevent bacteria growth. SoftPro offers configurations from 32,000 to 64,000 grains, so you can size it for bigger homes while still leaning into the high-efficiency design. Widely considered the best-rated water softener on the market, the SoftPro Elite HE lands as a strong fit when you want a classic salt softener that's been tuned to run smarter, not louder. Before I forget, if you're comparing these lower maintenance and higher efficiency setups, I'd love it if you'd share your water situation in the comments section so other people reading through can learn from what's actually pushing you to shop. Alright, so here's the simple way to choose between these top-rated water softener systems from this best water softener comparison. If you want softening plus pre- and post-filtration in one package, the Crystal Quest system makes a strong case. If you want a more straightforward certified salt-based system with an easy display and included pre-filter, the Aquasana is a very clean fit. The Matrixx is the smart home pick for bigger flow needs and detailed monitoring. The Kindwater E2000 is the low-maintenance, salt-free route for scale control. And the SoftPro Elite is the advanced traditional softener for people who want efficiency-focused regeneration. I really hope that my water softener ratings and reviews were helpful. If you want to check them out for yourself, I've put links in the description box to the lowest price I've found right now for each water softener.